Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to the Hurricane HQ. And in this video, I'll be going over today's potential severe weather event, which could be bringing some severe thunderstorms all the way from Michigan down to central Texas here. And then I'll also be going over our potential flash flood event, which could be occurring in Oklahoma and Texas today, as a moderate risk for excessive rainfall and flash flooding has been issued for much of Oklahoma and portions of northeastern Texas. Now, currently, we're looking at our severe weather outlook for today, and as you can see, we do have a few areas in a slight risk, which is a 2 out of 5 for severe thunderstorms here. And our largest area, and the first one we'll talk about, is right here. This slight risk area here ranges from northeastern Michigan down into Illinois, and in this area, we do have potential for damaging winds, large hail, and even isolated tornado or two. And we also have the potential for a severe thunderstorm within 25 miles of any given point. That is a 15% chance, and it's just double that, so 30% chance within a 30-mile radius. 50-mile radius. So there is decent chances for some severe weather there, and I feel like we could be seeing a line of storms moving through the area up here. And then we also have a slight risk in effect for portions of Texas and Oklahoma here, specifically northeastern Texas and extreme southern Oklahoma there. Same chances there. And then we also have this slight risk here on the Texas-Mexico border here. And in this area, we have the potential for all of those same hazards mentioned. Although the hail threat, we do have the chances for slightly larger hail than the other regions, possibly hail over 2 inches in diameter in this area down here in south central Texas. And then we also have a marginal risk for severe weather, which extends all the way from Michigan down to Texas here. Not the greatest threat for severe weather, but we could be seeing some isolated severe thunderstorms inside this marginal risk area, maybe just say in between the slight risk areas. You could be seeing a few isolated severe thunderstorms there, or at least more widespread strong thunderstorms. And then we also have that risk for general thunderstorm risk here. Not too much to talk about this, but it is where you have the potential for some of those strong thunderstorms below severe levels, but still chance for some of those thunderstorms, as well as we have a little risk here in Pennsylvania, New York, Maryland, Virginia, and West Virginia here, and that also includes the Washington, D.C. area. Now, as we move into our tornado outlook here, you can see not the greatest chances and not even as high as yesterday, but we do have a 2% risk for a tornado within 25 miles of any given point within this area here. So low chances, and there's pretty isolated risk for a tornado, but then again, there is a risk, so definitely want to monitor the forecast, because there is, again, potential for an isolated tornado or two, or at least an isolated tornado warning or two today in these indicated areas. And now, to take a look at our thunderstorm wind outlook here, you can see just about the same areas which are in that slight risk are in the 15% risk for wind here. You can see 15% risk for wind over 60 miles per hour within 25 miles of any given point. That is in all of these yellow indicated areas here, including south central Texas, that area there, the one in Oklahoma and Texas there, and then also this larger one which ranges from Michigan into Illinois. That's where we have our greatest threat for damaging winds. Although that threat for damaging winds will extend all the way from Texas up in that marginal risk area, despite the slightly lower probabilities of damaging winds. And finally, here's our thunderstorm hail out here, and you can see we do have this risk here for hail. That is for that same slight and even portions of the marginal, I believe, risk areas up here. We have that 5% risk for some hail within 25 miles of any given point. And then we also have this area here, which is for Oklahoma, Texas, and Arkansas there. And that's where we also have another potential for some of that hail. And then we also have a 15% risk for damaging hail here, and another 15% risk here in south central Texas. Although, what's different about this area in south central Texas is that this area right here, the Hatch region, that one we have, in that region at least, we have the potential for significant hail over 2 inches in diameter. So I guess the forecasters at the Storm Prediction Center are saying that there is a increased chance for some of that damaging hail, possibly of larger sizes, and that could mean we also have a stronger updraft generally in that area to hold up that heavier or larger sized hail and prevents it from falling at an earlier time. So basically, there is a higher chance of some larger hail there. Not higher probability, but just the chance of the hail being larger is slightly higher than those other areas indicated. And now if we take a look at our future precipitation here, you can see we do have that little line of severe storms up here. It's a little bit hard to see. But you can see that a little bit of a line does form. Not extremely well organized, but it is a line of storms, and some of those could be severe. That's what's happening up there. Then we also have some rainfall in Arkansas, Missouri over there. We do have some thunderstorms and heavy rainfall there. And maybe an isolated severe thunderstorm or two there. And then we also have some of those thunderstorms in some of these areas of Texas there. And then finally, we do have our heavy rainfall threat, which is in this general area over here. This is where you have to watch out for heavy precipitation. And you can actually see a lot of heavy rainfall does occur in these areas, and it does stick around for a little while. So we are looking at the potential for some heavier, very heavy rainfall in those areas, along with that rainfall sticking around for a little while, which could lead to some flash flooding. And now, as we continue with our flash flooding, here's our latest Weather Prediction Center flash flood outlook here. And you can see we have a moderate risk for excessive rainfall and flash flooding all the way from, let's say, northeastern Texas through Oklahoma and into Arkansas there. So that is a moderate risk for excessive rainfall there. And then we also have a slight risk extending all the way from Illinois down into Texas. That's our slight risk area. And then that marginal risk area is basically for just about the entire line, as there is that chance for some excessive rainfall with this line. As the line does look, I wouldn't say slow moving, but it's not as fast as, just say, other times and other types of lines there. So this line does have the potential to bring some flash flooding, basically in all of the areas that it does travel in, except portions of Michigan. Now let's take a look at our total precipitation levels. Now this is what the NAM is showing, and you can see the NAM is actually pointing out we're going to see much higher totals here in Texas, but generally most of the models are showing at least 1 inch to 2 inches of rainfall in this general area, possibly even isolated areas seeing over 4 inches, and that does vary the location. Some forecasts you put it in Oklahoma, where the main risk does look to be right now for excessive rainfall, but basically all this rainfall will be coming down real quickly. It'll be very heavy, and yeah, we do have the potential for flash flooding. So definitely want to stay weather aware if you're in those areas impacted. Now if we take a look at our current alerts from the National Weather Service, you can see we do have a flood watch in effect for almost that entire moderate risk area here. And I believe that may even include some of this severe thunderstorm watch area here. But flood watch is in effect for much of Oklahoma, and that does include Oklahoma City and Norman. So yeah, we do have that risk for flash flooding there. And then we also have a severe thunderstorm watch issued for Dallas, Fort Worth area, just the north of those cities. We have a severe thunderstorm watch, so we do have the potential for some of those severe thunderstorms in those areas. Now that's going to wrap up this video. I know this video was quite quick, but I just wanted to do a quick update on what is going to be happening today, and what areas could be getting impacted by flash flooding and severe thunderstorms. I hope everyone found this video informative. If you have any further comments, questions, or anything like that about today's severe weather or flash flooding, feel free to leave them in the comment section below, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. My website, if anyone does want further information and to see some of the maps I do use on my videos, it is thehurricanehq.org. I have a whole bunch of weather maps on there if anyone does want to check that out. My Twitter page is at thehurricanehq. I do post a lot of updates on my Twitter page as well, so if you are looking for some updates on there, feel free to check that out. My Instagram is at thehurricanehq. I don't post on there as much, but occasionally I will be posting, and I probably should post on there a little bit more. So, yeah, I'll have to start posting on there more. And my YouTube channel is youtube.com/thehurricanehq, the channel you are watching right now. Well, thank you for watching. Again, if anyone does have any questions or comments or anything like that, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. And as always, have an amazing rest of your day.